Shalom. Shalom Akim. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Yahweh is the true name for the Almighty, and Yahweh Shai is the true name for the Son of the Almighty, our Lord and Savior, who is going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the coming destruction that is coming upon all the world. The blood and store our apostles of James Green Stone, and salutations to you, Akim, pushing this road with sincerity and in our truth. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, West Indians, Jamaicans, we are the real Israelites, we're the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Now, this will be a short lesson just to highlight, a particular herb or a particular set of herbs combined in one. It's a product. It's a colon cleanse powder. Now, one of the importance of because we eat, sometimes you have the type of food you eat, it does affect the way you think. It does affect your mental clarity. And when you have situations like constipation or bloating, things like that concerning the bowel, or them have a thing with them called fecal impaction, fecal matter built up, them call it fecal impaction, you see me, and that is a very sickening. It's sickening, it's a disease. And one of the thing, this is what I use, when it comes to colon cleanse. A lot of people have to run to the doctor to get them colon cleanse, and doctor use a thing with them called enema, for insert up in the rectum. Is a fluid for soften the stool. You don't need that. You see me, I say this, it's all boiled down to diet and the use of the herbs, which is diet. And this is the one that I use. And I can testify for this because it does work, man. This is some of the herbs that is contained in this, because as men of the Lord, we not only just go out on the street, to read scriptures. These scriptures are a lifestyle. This truth, is a way of life, and part of that way of life is the use of the herbs. So some of the ingredients are natural ingredients I use. It's one of them is psyllium husk. Alright, psyllium husk is a natural herb where cause a lot of bowel movement, a lot of food, certain kind of herb or certain kind of food that you eat. I can't name some off the top right now, but a lot of foods that we eat are like good food contain psyllium husk, and fiber. So you have psyllium husk powder, is a natural herb, and then you have Cascara Sagrada powder. And Cascara Sagrada, I believe it's also a parasite cleanser. Yeah, it's also healthy, it's a parasite cleanse too. Powerful herb. I use the Cascara Sagrada by itself already too. And you have Senapod. I use Senapod by itself, but the Senapod by itself, it does cause bowel movement, and it clean coal, like mucus, from out of the the colon, but it painful. For me that is, it painful. So some of these herbs, they kind of give a little cushion, make things less painful. When all of these herbs combine, you have the buckthorn, and the buckthorn bark powder, and you have the rhubarb root. All of these are natural. And you have the slippery elm bark powder, and you have peppermint leaf, which is the final. And it does work, man. Even up to when last night, You know, I ate some pizza, man. You know, just a one-off thing. It's not a thing what I normally do. And I just, you know, take a cup of it, like a full cup of water, um, with one teaspoon or tablespoon. Yeah, teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. See, I did, and everything was, you know, basically to do a flush. You know, so you know, fecal impaction help with cognitive function, man. You know, it mess with your cognitive function. See? So when you cleanse, if you can testify for yourself that when you cleanse, give your brain and your mindset, you know, feel different and feel lighter. And just to get a quick precept to close off with, that it's important, you know, to use the herbs, man, to get into the use of the herbs, because we remain at the Lord. That's what, you know, those are part of the things that we should be doing. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of practice. So this is Sirach 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him. Right? For the Lord hath created him. So a physician, these men are people that know how to use the herbs, and with herbs to put together. That's not carnal, man. That's divine intervention. That's the Most High putting wisdom and men to actually know these herbs, man. And it is our duty to know and use them. Yeah. So the Lord, the Most High create the physician. You know, and even to create, even to put all of this together. You know, the wisdom come from the Most High. You know what I mean? So for the Most High, for after the Most High cometh healing, definitely. You know, without the Most High, even those herbs will be inactive. You know what I mean? For the Most High, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So if you're wise, you know, when you're sick, catch a common cold, you don't run to the damn doctor. You're supposed to know the different kind of herbs that you use. You know what I mean? So and that's what that's what the Most High created, medicines of the earth, for us to use in times of certain illness. You know what I mean? And everything is supposed to run to the doctor for. You know what I mean? Even bodily exercise help a lot of times with certain sickness. You see? But of the Most High cometh healing, definitely. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known, and he that given men skill, that he might be honor of it in his marvelous works. With such doth he heal men, and take it away their pains. See? Yeah, and some of the signs, man, of fecal impaction, you have like you know, cramps, you know, bowel cramps, and bloating and them things. You see me? And all of them something that come from the kind of food or eat, the type of diet. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect, but you know, we try, man, you know, to do our, you know, the best that we can. See? Of such doth the apothecary made a confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Most High, and he will make thee whole. So it's, you know, with all of you taking all these herbs, it is, you know, it is the faith and the belief in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua make these herbs work. See? Right, we can one in Psalms 104 and 14. He caused grass to grow for the cattle, the Most High caused grass to grow for the cattle, and herbs, you know, for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. It's herbs for the service of man. It's for our service, you know, for us to use. You know, so I hope this just was edifying. You know, these are things, you know, to consider. You know, in terms of, you know, medicine. When you're in a certain position in your body, in a certain condition, consider the medicine, consider the herbs. You know what I mean? And fecal impaction can kill you. You know, it's bring forth disease and or disease of the body. You know, you have men that died from colon cancer. You know, and fecal build up. You know, unable to pass him stool. And one testimony that I have from a man I always talk about it around the brothers is that he couldn't pass his stool, neither could he urinate, and he had to admit went to the hospital, and the hospital couldn't help him. And he put 3 herbs together. You have the dark blood bush, and you have the moringa tree leaf and corn hair. You know, like the hair or the you know, those the hair that they got from the corn, you know, is another name for it, but corn hair. And he boil all those 3 together, and you know, he free up his whole system. So that's how powerful the herbs are, because the Most High create them, and the Most High is in everything. Alright? So with that, man, hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Akim, until next time.